Hey everybody, doing another layout update real quick. Got a little bit of stuff done. We've made a road out of plaster. Sorry, the layout's a little messy at the moment, but that's because we moved everything over to lay more road. And I've got a pretty nice way of doing it now. Typically, if you were to ask people, they would want you to use Woodland Scenics this or smooth it. I just use regular plaster of Paris. And what I did is I used some pieces of cork. As you can see here, this is still drying. To lay out, where I want the road to be, and laid the plaster in it. And then when you pull it up, you have two ways you could do it, like on this end. If you look down here, get that to focus. Alright, there we go. You can see this has a very realistic edge to it, like it was asphalt that was poured. And I just did that by taking the cork and laying it this way so the edge is against it when I laid it. And then when you pull it off, when the plaster isn't 100% dry but still a little tacky so it doesn't crack, and you get that kind of nice edge you want. Now what I did here is I did the opposite because I want a straight edge here, because this is going to be the town. Sorry about that. This is going to be the town. There's going to be, I got them all laid out everywhere because I don't want to get plaster on them, but it's going to be buildings right here. And eventually I'm probably going to fill this in with plaster to bring this up to the level I want. Something like that. Some of these buildings have sidewalks built in, some of them don't. But the road's going to go off this way across the tracks. It's going to be a little roundabout back here. These buildings here where my hand's covering aren't going to be here. These ones are. It's going to be the hospital, the police and fire station, and a movie theater. Another general building here, and kind of a little area for all that. And then there's going to be another line of buildings right here. The road is going to kind of turn and go off that way, and I just kind of got this corner here because that's going to be the parking lot for my county courthouse I got here. The road ain't completely done, as you can see. I'm probably going to go over with another layer of thinner plaster to smooth it out, and just use a putty knife and make sure it's smooth. This road turned out pretty good. Kind of got it melding onto the roads we already had. Then we're going to go through and paint it. I tore up the mountain here, not the mountain, but the piece of wood it had, because I didn't like how that little thin board I was using. What I'm probably going to have to do is cut out a piece of plywood and curve it, and then support it from the wall, and then landscape over this, because this is all going to be a mountain. These tracks are going to be in a tunnel here, because this is intended to be a second deck layout, and this is where it's going to climb. It's going to go into a mountain here and kind of come up to probably about right here. Now the second deck isn't going to be as wide. It'll be about half the length. I have LED strip lights to put underneath to light up all this stuff, which will be pretty neat. And yeah, so we're getting some landscape done. I also, back here on the hill, as you can see, I used some plaster cloth and some aluminum screen wire to start blending in the hillside. I got over here where this moved my freight train here. You already hear it's off the track. I haven't ran anything in a while. I'm in a construction phase right now. I have a little rock that I had off one of my other layouts that I've plastered to this, and I actually started graveling the track and even laid down some grass over here. I've run out of gravel. Now, I'm kind of trying to figure out what's better, to do grass first, then gravel, or gravel, then grass. I'm not entirely sure. I got some more grass I laid over here by these switches, just kind of experimenting to see how it turns out. I'm thinking grass, then gravel, so you don't have the gravel on your grass, or you don't have the grass on your tracks. So, but I need to get another long switch to go here, climb up to the grade, and yeah, So that's all I got so far. Starting to come together. I'm going to replace all of that old aluminum track that corrodes with some nickel. Sorry, it's the other way around. I'm gonna trade out the nickel track for some aluminum track like I got on the removable bridge here, because this stuff corrodes and my engines are always dying on it, and I don't recommend it. So definitely go with aluminum if you can. And I'm trying to see about better switches, but not a lot of people other than Atlas, which I haven't had a lot of luck with Atlas switches, like those there, the long ones. Been having issues with losing power. And I've been looking to see who makes Code 100 long switches, and not a lot of people do. It's mainly Code 83, so I'm not really good at building my own switches. I haven't tried that. Don't know if I want to. But yeah, I'm probably not going to be running anything today because the layout's a little discombobulated, but been working pretty good. Got some new tools, got a new wireless Dremel. Makes it a lot easier to cut the tracks, got a lot of power compared to my old one. Got lots of glue ready for putting down grass. Got lots of grass, Will & Scenics grass laying around, and getting ready to enter the landscaping phase. I'm going to try to do a bunch of trees up here, kind of forest. This is going to be a hill, and this is going to be kind of a mountain area with a little depot here, siding, some other stuff. So, alrighty. That's probably all for today. Thank you for watching.